All right. Well, look, again, we we're killing ourselves with the starts we're getting off to, and uh, we got to fix it. I mean, we're playing catch up so much, and you know, we forced 38 points off turnovers tonight. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And you're losing by 15 all game, and you score 38 points off turnovers. Um, it's tough right now. It's really tough, and um, we got a Phoenix team coming up tomorrow that's as good as anyone in the league right now and playing unbelievable basketball. So we got a short turnaround, but we have got to be much better to start the game every night. But we'll take one game at a time. And going into that Phoenix game, it's got to be better. And then again, we got crushed on the glass. We got to, these are things that have been plaguing us all year, and we have to fix it. We have to get better at it. So very frustrating. It's not going to get any easier. But the message stays the same to the guys. It's us. There's no one in here. It's coming to help. It's us in this room, and we gotta get the job done. So we we got some work to do.
We'll start tonight with Sean Cunningham.
Hey, Luke. As you guys kind of saw that there was a moment there, you guys got super frustrated at the end. I don't want to get you in trouble, but can you at least let us know what you were either the message you were sending or what you were observing there?
Yeah, and look, it gets frustrating sometimes. It does. And a part of that is how we're playing right now, and I get that. It's like we can't just sit here and blame refs for our poor play. We have to be better. But when you see the same thing happening on different ends, and then you get different answers, that's frustrating because we're playing the same game by the same set of rules. And I watch about 8 games a night, and I see people throw the ball to the ref or to the other team's player all the time, and it's not called. But it was called on us. And then they did the exact same thing, and the answer was the exact opposite. Well, he threw it to your player. That's not a delay. So it's frustrating, but it's probably more frustrating because of how we're playing right now. And that's what we can control. We can't control the other stuff. So we have to clean up our own side of the street before we start complaining about others.
Jason Jones.
Look, if you look at the box score, you guys, had the points in the paint pretty even, fast break points. You seem like probably be a good number for you. Just what is it about the starts to games that is not clicking right now? Because it seems like you're doing a lot of the things you would want to do in a game.
We are, and that's part of the frustration, Jason. You look across the line, and it's like I said, forcing 40 points, 38 points off turnovers, and getting out and running and points and all those things you're talking about. Yes, and part of it to me is starting the game. For whatever reason, we're not making shots. Like, we're getting layups, we're getting floaters, we're getting open threes, we're getting to the free throw line, and we did a better job as the game went of making some tonight. But it's like we're not. We have to go take that. And it's easy to say some nights your shots won't go, but when it's when there's some nights you got to make them go. And when you're in a tough losing streak like we are, we have to come out and make plays and put the ball in the rim, and then do a better job defensively. So it's part of the frustration, though, Jason, is we are every night I look through here and there's a lot of things we're doing well, and it's just it's not enough to win right now, and a big part of that is the start to the games.
Matt George.
Hey, Luke, you kind of touched on this a little bit there with the answer to Jason's question, but do you feel like these slow starts are more self-inflicted wounds, like you were talking about missing shots, or have you recognized teams, at least over this stretch, coming out believing that they can jump on you early?
I think it's more, self-inflicted for the most part. I think that, when I touched on it a little early before the game too, like the New Orleans game, we were up 13-12 and we had gotten 3 or 4 deflection steals and so they didn't jump on us early. But to me, I'm watching this tape on the flight home, which I'm looking at myself, I'm like, we should be up 22-12 right now. And now, and then you start building from that. But that's kind of what happens when you're in slumps, and that's how you go on slumps is, things that don't normally happen, start to happen, and shots you normally make, you start to miss. So, yeah, I mean, it's where we're at right now.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Coach Walton. You also mentioned earlier about the rebounding, which Washington did pull down 56. Of course, we know what Russell Westbrook means, to this game as far as rebounding and assists and points. But what can you do to help your guys understand that they got to be around the ball, as soon as it hit the glass or hit the rim, knowing that you're down a couple big men.
Yeah, I mean, look, Russ is a great example for some of our young guards, I think, of what you can do from the guard position and what that does to your fast break game when you do come in and rebound the way Russ has done, his whole career and tonight. What we can do, we can talk about it, we can show film, we can pull guys out when they're not doing it. There's in a different season, you could get into practice and you could, throw the ball up off the glass and let guys, battle to go get some work in that way. But, normally, it's why they say, you learn much more from losses than wins, because losses hurt. So when you're getting beat up on the glass every night, you hope eventually it hurts enough to where you start making some of these strides in the right direction with things like that.
Last question for Coach Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke, I wanted to follow up on that point about the officiating. We've seen your frustration building, and De'Aaron's too, in particular, for quite some time. There were some examples where you could see why tonight, I thought. But do you worry that becomes too much a part of the story, that it's you guys versus the refs every night, and what the impact of that might be?
Yeah, we don't want that to be part of what we're trying to do. We understand. I think to a certain extent it is, especially for someone like De'Aaron, that's such a dynamic player. Like, it is good to bring attention to it, because it is, he should be at the foul line at least 10 times a game. He's just too quick, and he's constantly in attack mode. And there's just no way to keep him in front without putting hands on him. And so part of it is good from that standpoint. Like, let's give this young man the respect, and fairness that he deserves. But absolutely not, Jason, as far as, do we want this to be part of it? Like, we can't get too worried and focused about that, because we have so much that we have to do better and different, that's where our focus needs to be. And worrying about that type of stuff is just going to take away and make it harder for us to get to where we want to go to.